What's up, guys? This is another video from George14GM, and this is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie review. Now, let me get you go straight into this. Already hitting in. Sadly, and for those who have not seen it, sadly, Gwen dies. Gwen dies in this movie. I heard about it, but I didn't actually believe it until I saw it myself. Very, they made Peter, the one thing I kind of didn't like about this film, I loved it. Little few things is they made Peter Parker very much of a crybaby in this film. Most of it, he was mostly Gwen was the man, and Peter was like the girl in this relationship connection. I really feel sorry for Max, the character for who became Electro. It's sad that no one liked him, and yet he's the one who dies at the end. Yet he wasn't even trying to cause anything. He didn't know what was happening to him. Now, so far in the beginning of the movie, it was giving you like what's happening in the beginning, but obviously it was giving you a connection from the last film of the secrets that Peter's father was trying to hide, and that the real reason that people thought that they were gonna kill him because he said no, but because they were gonna use it for weapons against the people of the country. The Amazing Spider-Man, first when you look at the trailer, it looked really animated, but when you really see it yourself, it looks really pretty good in the movie, in the theater, and to show, it was a very good storyline and it was very smooth. The only thing that I kind of didn't feel is that the feeling was that it was going kind of slow. Especially there was action, but there wasn't enough action that I think that needed to fill the film up to its elevation. But the movie was still very good. It was very, very emotional, very high packed. What pissed me off a little bit is that we didn't even get to see the Rhino. I actually thought the Rhino was gonna be part of the film, but he's only like a minute or two in the ending before the ending credits. And then at the ending credits, they show the X-Men, which I don't know how that makes any sense to Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know if that's gonna do a connection for Spider-Man 3, but at least we know that Sinister Six is gonna come up in Spider-Man 3. The only thing is that I don't know if it's gonna show Venom. I don't know yet. The Green Goblin, I did not see how that was gonna be done. I thought Green Goblin was gonna be the father, but this time apparently it's gonna be the son. With his injection of, he got the pathogen from his father when he passed away, which is some creepy green thing that's apparently a goblin lookalike. And, apparently that's how it's gonna go. But so far, the film was going good. They're all very tremendous actors. They're very good at what they do. And, I gotta say, they did very, very good at this film. Looking at it, you think it's not that much, but you know what? This film really does show a lot, and it proves that it's better than the original Spider-Man franchise, which was 2003, 4, 6, which was the last film that came out, Spider-Man 3 with Venom. This film really hired up to a level, and this one beat up the stakes from Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man that came out in 2012. So it kind of shows that it's doing a lot way better, and you know what? It is true. It is the best Amazing Spider-Man we've had out of all the films that have come out in theaters. It's the best one. It shows that Peter's obsessed after Gwen died for a whole year. He hasn't taken the Spider-Man costume. He hasn't worn it for a whole year until he comes back to fight Rhino, and that's when it's gonna start, really going chaotic. Obviously Green Goblin's stuck in jail, but he's gonna get out, and he wants a little Sinister Six for getting revenge on Spider-Man, who he actually knows now that Peter, his own best friend, didn't want to give him the blood and cause him the way he is now. Another thing is, this movie was spectacular. And it showed a lot of progression. It showed that his father there's a reason why he left and he didn't want to leave. It's sad that they both died in the airplane before it even blew up, but, it's kind of going on and off. And, Peter's mother tells him the real reason, which is why we know he got out of it in the first place. Showed the reason how he got the lizard to the goblin. It kind of showed why and how he got it, the original scientist. And I didn't even know that they both worked together. The father of Peter and the father of Harry Osborn. I didn't even know they were scientists together. And, Electro was a very spectacular. I love the soundtrack to the whole film. He brought it to life, especially his character and how he did it. It was very good that how he lived up to the stakes, and that he was menacing. The electricity was very gone, and that soundtrack of his that gave the feel of his presence, his own little theme, which is very good. I want to get you guys' opinions and comments. Give me your thoughts. What did you think of the film? Do you think it was a good decision that Gwen died in this film? Do you really think it was a good decision? In my opinion, I I guess it was a good decision to see it, he can move on in life and to get a new story and chapter of this trilogy that's gonna come up, which we all know that's gonna be a Spider-Man 4 as well. So give me your thoughts and comments, guys, please. Thank you.